Hey, what's going on, guys? I did not expect to be making a video today. I was expecting just to go buy something, and holy crap, did my plans change. I went on Facebook Marketplace to buy a controller that I've been looking for a very long time, which I will be showing you in a second. But man, so this guy, Jamie, thank you, Jamie, if you're watching this, because today's been quite the adventure. Jamie, he is a YouTuber, but not in the gaming space like I am. He does a lot of music video stuff. I'll have a link to his channel down below. He's way bigger than me. He's like 140-something thousand subscribers. But also, he has a kind of a resale kind of business. He's vintage, Hagerstown vintage. Long story short, he sells all sorts of 90s collectibles, cool clothing, cool shirts, some video game stuff, which is why I went to him, because I went to buy, I'm just going to go ahead and spoil a little thing. I went to buy this bad boy, the Steel Battalion controller. I've always wanted it. He had it complete in the box. That's what started this adventure. But man, when I got to this place and realizing that it was like this huge, like, awesome place, I just had to film. I asked him, he said it was cool. So I'm going to, once again, I'm going to link all his stuff down below, but I'm going to show you his place. I'm going to show you some of the stuff he has. He does ship too, so if you're interested, contact him, because he's got some cool stuff. And I'm wearing my Nickelodeon windbreaker today, because besides the Steel Battalion controller, I ended up picking up something that I did not expect to pick up. So stick around to the end to check out what that is, because it's, if you're into the 90s and you're into Nickelodeon, you're gonna love this. So hey, without further ado, let's jump into this awesome freaking place. So when you walk into his place, you instantly know you are somewhere special. Like I said, he deals a lot in music, so there's a lot of music memorabilia everywhere, but he has everything you can think of, like 80s, 90s, a little bit of early 2000s. I mean, the movie posters alone are amazing, and like his place is just the coolest spot. I mean, like the ultimate kind of like hangout man cave kind of scenario. I'm just the movie posters, just going through. I'm actually rewatching this footage now while editing, and like going through and checking all this stuff out. It was just so cool. He had so many like figures and different advertisements for like Jurassic Park and all sorts of just nutso crazy stuff. He had toys for Earthworm Jim, all sorts of, a lot of NASCAR stuff, and a lot of other kind of advertising stuff, like Camel cigarettes and like Old Milwaukee and just all sorts of what have you. Like I said, he has a ton of music memorabilia, like official stuff from concerts, official posters, shirts, all sorts of crazy stuff. A lot of sports memorabilia. I mean, this place has it all. It was awesome to walk around here. I mean, honestly, I got lost. I kept seeing like figures, and I just kept stopping and be like, oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, look at that. Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, you know, all sorts of like weird stuff that you wouldn't even think of. Like, a good example is he had maybe 10 different displays for like Happy Meal toys, and I'm gonna come back to that a little bit later. You'll see in the video, because something kind of neat happened. But I mean, just a ton of like cool, so much Power Rangers. There was so much Power Rangers all over this place. I wish I knew more about sports memorabilia and NASCAR stuff, because he had a huge amount of different NASCAR wrestling stuff that I'm not too into, or at least my knowledge base is not strong enough in it. But like a lot of the stuff is very cool, and I could see how people definitely are into this kind of stuff. I have plenty of friends who are into kind of the retro clothes and things like that. I loved that he had a full like Surge bottle kind of display for sodas and stuff. Just a bunch of toys, a bunch of like members only jackets and weird things like that. I mean, you really found some really cool stuff here. Like I said, vintage clothing is something he definitely specializes in, has a lot of it, but he also has a lot of action figures and standees and just cool stuff. I mean, it blew my mind. I mean, he had full size standees of Power Rangers. And he had a bunch of sports shirts, a bunch of vintage shirts. I mean, I felt like I was literally just walking back into the past. It was amazing. But this isn't all, right? Like, I thought this was like cool enough. And then he's like, oh man, no, you gotta go to the locker room, bro. I'm like, the locker room? What do you like? All the sports stuff's out here. We talk about the locker room. So then he redirected me to the locker. You know, I passed by this while that last shot happened. You probably didn't notice it. Yeah, this inside the locker is a whole nother damn room of crazy, crazy stuff. I mean, like, crazy stuff. I thought that the first room was nuts. This room was even wilder. I mean, just so much stuff. And he said, he's like, look, man, I love this stuff. I love these figures. I love these toys. I love these advertisements. But I'm not attached to anything, man. Everything's for sale. I was like, bro, come on, man. Like, there's some cool stuff in here. I mean, there's some stuff in here that like really hits my childhood. Later on, I don't want to miss it. There's a red dragon like Megazord from like the Ninja Power Rangers right after Mighty Morphin, and I remember getting that for like my 8th birthday. And I was like, oh my god, like what in the world? It's just so cool. And like I said, he has a vintage shop. I'm gonna link all his stuff down below. He is an active seller. He's really gonna try to make this more a bigger thing. He's getting more on social medias to sell some of this stuff. But I mean, like you're looking at the footage now, man. Like you cannot. There is so much to see. So much. There's that Dragon Megazord I was talking about. I mean, he has video games. He has toys. It's just amazing. Like, walking into this place, I was blown away. I was like, dude, this guy... he's a brother from another mother, man. It's just so awesome to see this stuff. It was a blast of the past. It was a trip. I highly enjoyed it. I'm gonna leave you guys with the rest of this B-roll because I want to show you the stuff that I bought from him. And one thing I actually went out there to get, and one thing I did not quite expect. And I think you're going to love both of them. So for those of you who do not know, this is the reason why I went, and that is the Steel Battalion controller. So Steel Battalion is a Capcom mech game that has a 40-button controller that is fully utilized to play this game. In fact, you cannot play the game without the controller. He had it complete in the box. I got a really great deal with him. This thing is so cool. So cool, in fact, that I plan on actually doing a full video separately on it. I'm going to check out the game, see if it's worth playing. I'm going to obviously play with it and have some cool footage of the gameplay. I don't know much about this game, only that it requires this crazy controller. So in that video, which will be coming in the coming weeks, I'll let you know, is it worth it? I know the controller itself is pretty expensive, so that's probably a good, why am I buying this thing kind of thing. But I just want to show it to you because this is why I came there, but it's not what I left with only. So I never would have thought that I would ever buy anything like this, and I definitely did not think I was going to buy something like this today. But oh my god, this Nickelodeon freaking Happy Meal like display standee, I don't know what the heck you want to call it. I got an incredible deal on it, but I just love the loud colors, the craziness of it all. This is not something that I definitely was thinking I was coming home with today. But when I saw it, I had to have it. I absolutely had to have it. He gave me an incredible deal. I mean, I can't even explain how good the deal was. And so this thing is really dope. And he has all sorts of crazy stuff in his shop. So like I said, I didn't think I would be getting a McDonald's display, but here we are. Oh my god. I mean, come on, man. Like, I couldn't pass on it, right? I mean, who could? It's so freaking cool. But hey, let me know what you guys think down below. Once again, thank you so much, Jamie, for letting me check out your place, show me all your stuff. anyone who's watching this, I've put all of his information down below. Please hit him up. He has some dope stuff for sale. And like I said, if you're in the Hagerstown area, then obviously go check him out. But if you're not in the Hagerstown area, you know, obviously you can reach out to him, see what he has for sale, because he has a ton of stuff. That's going to do it for this day, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. That would be fantastic. But as always, my friends, take it easy.